Coach Boeheim joins us for a few minutes here on Big Board Sports in Albany. Coach, good morning.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Good, Coach. Thanks for a few minutes, and let's get right to the team as USA last night routs China. I guess feeling pretty good with where this team is at right now, heading to Rio. How about we start there?
Well, there's no question we've got a really good basketball team. It seems to really guys that really fit well together. They like each other. They feel comfortable playing together already in just a short period of time, really just a little over a week, I guess, that we've been together. And, we've got good balance, good veteran guys and some good young guys, really good basketball team.
Jim, how much of convincing did you have to do with Carmelo Anthony to get him to say, yeah, I know he was very much on the fence until you got in front of him and had an interesting conversation?
Well, yeah, he was on the fence a little bit. He played 3 times. He won 2 gold medals, so I'm not sure he really felt that he had to do it or wanted to do it. And, my point to him was, on this team, he'd be our leader. He'd be the most veteran guy. And I thought from his point of view, he's had 2 or 3 difficult years in New York. Him been much fun. They haven't won many games, and this is an opportunity to go out and win a gold medal again. And I'm glad he came. It's been good for him. He looks good. I think he had about 18 in the second half last night. About 5 minutes, he had most of them. So it's good to see him playing and playing well.
And then the other thing, Coach, is going to have a good run here with Team USA, but I think this Knicks team is certainly upgraded, and, I can understand his frustrations here recently, but looking forward with Melo and the Knicks next season, should be on a pretty good team. Do you agree?
A lot depends. Derrick Rose and Noah both are great players. Are they healthy? How much have they got left? They've both been out a lot the last couple of years. Just how much do they have left? If they're healthy, I think you look at a Knicks team that's pretty good. A chance to be a solid playoff team at least. If those 2 guys aren't healthy, then it's probably going to be a difficult year in New York again.
Jim, Kevin Durant made his first appearance in Oakland last night after announcing he was going to sign with the Warriors. How did Durant look? We know he had 10 right off the rip. What was the environment like for KD?
It's a great place. They loved him already. They're just a very noisy college atmosphere almost there. We've sold out 3 places, and the fans have been tremendous in all 3 places. Starting in Vegas, going to L.A., and then coming up here, just tremendous crowds. And they obviously, he started out the game with a couple threes and a couple dunks, and it's going to be fun watching that team play next year with him and Clay and Draymond and Steph Curry. I mean, I don't know how you stop those guys. You got 3 guys that make almost everything, and you got a guy that plays couple positions, plays hard all the time. Having 3 of those guys on our team is good for our team. I can tell you that.
Is that good for the NBA, Coach, with that kind of talent all assembled on one team?
You never know. I mean, it obviously they're not going to be unbeatable. I mean, San Antonio in the West is still very good with them picking up Paul Gasol, but certainly Golden State's ahead of everybody else right now. Obviously, they were close to winning 2 in a row this year without Kevin Durant, 3-1 lead in the finals. But it's hard to imagine them losing very much next year with Kevin. Kevin's a tremendous team player. He'll fit in right away, and his defense has really improved over the last few years, and he's just he makes everything. It's hard to guard a guy 6'11" when he shoots it 2 feet probably behind the NBA line and shoots it well.
We're tied with Jim Boeheim, Syracuse head coach, assistant coach on the Team USA, and we appreciate a few minutes with Coach Boeheim. How about health concerns in Rio? There's been so many different storylines out there. I just heard somebody from the IOC coach on with Mike and Mike before our show started this morning, and she said, everything's ready to go and they're going to do well and all of that. How much homework have you done on the health issues, and how concerned are you going to Rio?
I'm not concerned. It's wintertime down there. The Zika virus is not that big a factor. In fact, a lot of people say it could be worse in the southern United States than it is in Rio right now. So that's not really a concern. And I think security will be good. Security is always good at the Olympics. They said that in London. They said that in China. And the security was great. I mean, obviously in today's world, you never know with security, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be a great games, and really looking forward to it. It's a great thrill to be able to go to the Olympic Games and to play for your country. It's just a great thrill, and I'm very, very proud to be able to go back there and do this again.
Coach, how about the level of competition when you get there to Rio? Is this going to be a cakewalk for the USA, or is there going to be some tough matchups?
It never is. In the finals of the last two Olympics, we played Spain, and it was a 2-point game in both games late, and we made a couple plays and won the game. But Spain is good again. France is very good. Tony Parker, a lot of NBA players. Serbia is still good. So, no, it won't be. We'll have some easy games along the way, but once you get to the last couple games, it'll be difficult. We'll have to play well.
Jim, you were talking about Carmelo Anthony on the court a little while ago. Now Carmelo Anthony off the court has really, really gotten involved as a social activist, was holding kind of a panel discussion in Los Angeles the other day for how communities can relate to law enforcement. What do you think about Carmelo's maturity and level of social activism?
Well, I think it's good. I really think he's obviously come a long ways from when he was just a teenager at Syracuse, and he's grown up like all of us do. When you're young, you probably do some things you wish you didn't do, but he's really grown up, taking leadership in this. I think it's something that could grow. We're obviously not getting the leadership that we need to help solve these problems. I think it needs somebody from the outside. I think if all the NBA teams continue with this role, and if we could get college teams to continue in this, and you get 300 college teams doing this in their cities and towns, I think it could be something that would be helpful. Obviously, it's a big problem. It's not going to be solved by a couple weekends. It's something that's going to have to be done over a long period of time, but I think that a good start has been made, and, let's try to keep it up now.
Talking with Jim Boeheim, Syracuse basketball coach. You get back from Rio, and then you quickly turn to next season, coach, and got to the Final Four last year. You graduated Trevor Cooney. You lose a guy like Malachi Richardson to the NBA. What's your early thoughts on what kind of team you're going to have next season?
Well, we're going to be much better up front with 7-2 transfer Pascal Chukwu, who we really like. We think he's a tremendous shot blocker, and that's the one thing we didn't have last year, somebody in the middle. Tyler Lydon had a breakout freshman year. He'll be back at one forward, and Tyler Roberson at the other. It's a tremendous front line. Dajuan Coleman is back. So I think our front line is as good as anybody in college basketball. Our backcourt, we're a little young with, a sophomore and a couple freshmen back there, but we have a fifth-year transfer who averages 15 a game at Colorado State, and we're still working to try to get another fifth-year guy. So I like our team. I think we're going to be better this year in terms of wins and losses. I'm pretty sure we'll be better. I don't know if we'll be able to go as far, but last year was a special year. The teams came together, and we won a couple games you probably shouldn't have won, but that's basketball.
Coach, keep up the great work. Safe travels to Rio. Good luck there, and we'll talk to you as we close in on another college basketball season. But safe travels to Rio.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, Rodger.